So the pigs have figured out, hey buddy, they figured out how to dig all that up. So we didn't even know those were there. Hi bud. Hi. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. So Wilbur is digging. Oh, here he goes. Yeah. He likes to just lay down and let you rub him. They dig up all the pavers, so I'm going to use them to fix a water leak that we have. Hi, buddy. You want a nice spray down? There's a bee. Get away from my boot. All right, buddy. We like to spray them down when we can. We love it. We love the bogs. There he goes. Happy as a pig in the mud. Oh my goodness. I'm getting soaked. So I'm going to grab 4 of these. And then I will be on my way to fix the goat pen. Petunia's still in that shelter right there, and then this shelter is the one he was in, but he figured out how to get out, so we moved him into this area with electric fencing. Dixie girl. So this is the problem. Actually, I think that I did maybe fix it yesterday, because it was just off center enough to where one side was running out, and then as you can see we've got moss and everything started, so maybe I did fix it. Oh no, I didn't. What I did is turn the water off. That's what I did. I remember now. So as you can see, I'm gonna have to be careful because I don't want to get stung, but these are the Italian honeybees from all the hives we have, and we'll go check out the hives later. But yeah, I'm going to make sure this is level. So I didn't bring 4, I just grabbed 2. And I've got some other pieces of like shelving from a refrigerator, an old freezer, that I'm going to use to also lay across it just to make it stronger. Good morning, ladies. Tiramisu. That is Ginger Snap, Godiva, and Violet. And again, here she is, making sure everyone's good. Alright, so I think this is as good as we're gonna get. We've got some kinks on the hose and I'm super dirty. But I'm hoping this is flat enough to where it doesn't start pouring outside. So we'll have to come back in a minute, check on that, and see how it's doing. There's a couple times I thought I got stung, but I didn't. And then I killed a big hornet right there. Okay, so these guys, we were letting them free range all day, but we have changed it. See, they're all trying to get up. We're only letting them come out around 3 o'clock in the afternoon because we need to collect the eggs. The dog's been eating the eggs because they keep laying them on the hay. We don't have a rooster anymore, so that's good news. He turned mean real fast. And I just wanted to show you, if you didn't know, this is a female duck, and you can tell by the straight feathers, and see how that one has a curl to it. That's a boy, and so is this one. So we actually have 2 boy white Pekings and 1 female. And then those 2, I think, are Rowan's ducks, and they are supposed to both be female. it did take quite a while for these. Hi, are you curious? It took a while for these two ducks to get their sex feathers. That's what those are called. So we definitely need to get more female ducks because they will maybe mate her a little too fiercely when it comes to that. So we need to get some more females, and I want to get some khaki Campbells. That's what my plan is. Hi, chicken. You're so curious, but you don't want me to touch you. Hi. These are the white silver lace Wyandottes. They are so curious. And the speckled Sussex. They always come up like right up in you. This is a whiting true blue. So yeah, that's our ducks. I love them. I'm curious to see when these two get big, if they're going to all kind of flock together, because as it stands, these three are always together, and then those two are always together. So we'll see what happens there. You can also hear, they don't sound like they're quacking, and she will sound different. That's another way to tell a duck. A male, you hear that? That's more like a quack quack, and those are more like different sounds. Those two are boys, this one is a female. You can hear the difference. So they made that easy. What's up? You guys are like super curious about me right now. Here's another whiting. Hello, chicken. Hi. This is a Welsomer from our first batch of chickens this year. Hi. Whiting true blue. It's another Welsomer. She's got more dark feathers than a lot of them do. And that is a, it's not an Orpington. Hold on, give me a second and I'll think of it. Oh, they got close. So we are getting ready to redo this. We're gonna have a row of nesting boxes along this edge here. And then I'm going to get, I'm gonna redo this as well. Kind of have it just makeshift whatever we could find to make more room for all the new chicks. And it looks like we've got some eggs today already. Some of them lay kind of late, so that's why we've been leaving them all in here. Oh, we've got 5, nice. That's why I've been leaving all of them in here, and we need to get straw today and go ahead and layer this up. Well, we accidentally let a bunch of them out, so. And we just kind of shut this in here and do that so the dog won't go in there and eat the eggs. It helps, but she can still push through there if she really wants to. But we do have 5 eggs already today, and we have, it looks like we have 3 from our old ones. They usually lay us about 5 or 6, and then we have 2 new ones, which they've been laying usually 3 to 4 a day, so we do expect more today. This is a wild kitty. He doesn't let us touch him. He is ours, but he's from one of the ones that have died from the bobcat. See, they just love it. They just climb over everything. This looks like it is gonna end up overflowing. You can see how close that is to the edge here by closest to me, and how deep it is over there. I'm gonna have to put something else under it. They found their pool. That is different. Like hooking each other. I kind of scared him out because I was thinking they might drown her right now by accident. So let's go look at the baby pigs. She had her babies like almost a month ago. So let's go see what they look like. So we actually castrated the boys last weekend, and this is the setup that we made so that we could feed her in there, and then on the day of castration we actually locked her in so that we could access the babies, because y'all, there ain't nothing more meaner than a mama pig trying to protect her babies, I'll tell you that. This sow got furious with us, and she's still a little irritated by our presence ever since that day, and it's been almost a week. So I'll feed her a little so that we can get a good look at the pigs. I do try to pet her and everything whenever I can. Anyway, so as you can see, this grain is sprouting. All we do, and I've shown you guys this feed before, I'll try to link below. I'll try to link below to where I showed you what it looked like when it was dry. But yeah, as you can see, it's like all sprouted, which is awesome. Sprouted grain. So this is what we feed our pigs, and all we do is put a full 50-pound bag into this bucket, and then we actually, this looks like a little bit of mold. I'm gonna toss that into the compost. But anyways, so yeah, we do that and we just put water in it, and then we make sure this lid is all the way shut so that we don't get any flies in and maggots and stuff. She just has her eye on me, I'll tell you that. She's the sweetest, but as soon as she had her baby, she turned into a mama sow. Meaner than a mama bear, I'm sure. She would maul us to death if we came and took one of her babies right now. So we really can't touch these babies. I did come in here and do it once when they were really just super tiny, and if you follow me on Instagram, you probably saw that picture. But ever since the first week, she will not let us go near her babies. And I've got a rake in there that I really want to get, but I'm gonna have to wait. We can always lock her. We're gonna have to lock her into that. Aren't they so cute? Calm down, Mama. Calm down, Mama. See how mad she is? She's just not happy when I'm here. So we try not to bug her too much. But there's 7. She did end up giving birth to 12, and then she rolled on 4 of them in the first week. And then when we were castrating, another one died. I think it had a heart attack. But yep, that's her. Lock her in here in the morning. Tomorrow morning, we're gonna get straw today. We'll lock her in there in the morning, and then we will be able to, well, I don't know. We might be able to see her babies a little bit, but they're kind of scared of us. And then put some straw in there, so hopefully what we'll do. There they are in their group. These are the boy goats. They have got this amazing huge area, and they have just gone to town on it. If you can see how far it goes all the way back up there. This is 177 feet of Premier 1 fencing. So as you can see, there's a huge difference between that and that. So we'll be moving them. I think we're gonna go long ways across the fence so that we can still feed them close to us and have the water source, which is right here. Are you peeing? Gross. This guy is ready to breed, but 2 little does that would be going with him are not quite big enough. This is the one that I wanted to use for our tiramisu, but I don't think he's quite there yet with breeding. He's not quite big enough. He's not really showing signs of interest in breeding, whereas this guy definitely is. Hi, Terry. These 2 wethers I'm trying to sell. Just don't need quite this many, but until they're gone, they're good. Hi. They're sweet, but they're just not very nice to my other buck. But anyways, yeah, we'll have to move this, and then we used one of the goat pens for them so we could use the trailer for the pigs. So I'm sure we'll change that up so that we could have another portable one here for a pig, and then be able to use that lean-to that the little piglets are in for breeding and stuff. Hi, babies. And some of the new chicks, not super big. We have so much work to do in this barn. I really want to make like a half wall where the dog can't get in here anymore and bigger animals won't be able to get in there. But that requires a gate and all kinds of things, so we'll see how that works. These are the smartest chickens. They found where all the good grass and bugs are. This is the next spot I want to bring the pig across, who's in that portable shelter, so she can get all of this morning glory, primrose or whatever the heck it is, out of here. So hopefully it won't invade the garden so bad. This is the desolate garden. I went ahead and put some amended part of this bed. Still have a couple things trying to grow over here, like basil and tomato. This is seriously September, and I still haven't gotten one tomato at all. There's not even any flowers. This has been the worst garden year in our whole area, and surrounding farmers and neighbors have said the same. This basil's doing good, but as you can see, all overgrown with this primrose. It's terrible. It's so invasive. I got some calendula, my peppers. There is some asparagus coming up. Not too much, and I still can't touch it because that's a new variety that I planted this year, or last spring actually, and we can't harvest it. So anyway, and then we've got some jalapenos trying to do something, but even they are so tiny. It's just been the weirdest garden year ever. I bought the jalapeno pepper plants, but these poblanos are ones that I grew from seed and still don't have any flowers yet. That's as big as our onions got. Letting them dry out. And then we've got, what do you call that? It's the borer beetles. The squash borer beetles have kind of decimated everything in here. I think I didn't get one healthy, what do you call it? I haven't gotten one healthy zucchini. These ones looked really promising until about 3 days ago. And then they started turning yellow and they've got this going on. So, yep, it's been horrible. This one looks like it's got a bunch of little flowers that are trying. So we'll see what happens, but I have a feeling that's gonna die too. So this is a tomato plant that I grew and then from seed, and these here are ones my neighbor grew from seed. She gave me some. And as you can see, it's like things get they bloom and then there's never fruit after it. So I don't know what is going on this year, but here's a good example. So it'll bloom and then it'll just shrivel up and die and it'll never have a tomato after it. I don't know, super strange. So because the garden has been such a disappointment, I have just kind of let the weeds go wild, and my plan is to allow pigs to have free range of this entire area so that, like, when those little babies get bigger, I think that's what I'm gonna do, is put them in here so that they can just uproot every bit of this primrose that is here right now. And that's basically my plan. I know because of that, I might have to replant my asparagus, and I think that's the only like perennial thing I have planted here, but that's kind of like how done with this primrose I am. I'm willing to sacrifice. And I'll have to probably put more dirt in these beds because they're gonna destroy it. Like all of that stuff I'm willing to do. Like a garden start over basically. And then after they come through, what I want to do is finish building the beds. So we have 3 right here, this little square one, and then the 2, and then the one at the end there that had the zucchini in it. Well, I need 1 more after this, where the asparagus is. I need 2 more after this one, and a row of 3, you know, like along the fence. And then I will have the garden space that I wanted. So then the rest, I want to go ahead and lay plastic on the ground and then do like a decomposed granite or something like that. I may even just do mulch because it's cheap and, well, actually it's free if I can get enough of it. So that's kind of my plan, and it's been such a horrible farm year. So this year has been difficult across the world, as everybody knows. Because of that, we kind of took on a little bit more on the farm than we were planning to do that quick. We were still planning to do all the things that we have done this year, but you know, it's just been like a motivator to kind of be more mindful of the importance of being able to feed ourselves. And I had a goal this year that we would produce all of our own meat, either through raising animals or from hunting. So hunting season is just around the corner for us, and we have 4 that will be hunting. I'm not going to be hunting this year because I'm just going to be hunkered down here at the farm, just doing everything that I can here. But it's been a hard year in the world. It's been a hard year on the farm. We've lost, you know, we went to raise 25 meat chickens and they were all killed. A few of them died right away, just what we would expect, but then the rest were completely killed by one bobcat that lives in that abandoned house right over there. So yeah, also we did kill that bobcat, but there is another one, and we saw 2 cubs playing in the front yard. So the battle is not over. So we just need to be smarter about how we're doing it. I'm going to get poultry netting, and we're going to use one of those shelters that we had originally chosen to use for a pig. We're going to chicken wire it, and we're going to secure that as a mobile chicken run so that we can go ahead and try a round 2 for meat birds this year. I mean, I had bought all the butchering supplies and everything because they were only a week and a half away from being butchered before the bobcat came and killed the last 20. So another pretty rough situation that's going on here with us is that, and I'm only sharing this because you're going to see the process. You're probably going to wonder why things are being done the way they're done, or that you're only seeing me. But my husband and I are separated, and if it ends in a divorce, then I will still be here farming alone. He has been very helpful, and for instance, when we castrated pigs, he came because he knew that we needed help. He's not abandoning us. It's just that years of issues have just kind of come to a head, and it's just time to work on ourselves and just to be able to focus on the Lord and our relationship with Him, and we'll see what happens. But this is from years of struggles and issues that we've been dealing with for almost the whole time that we have been on this farm. So it's not just a thing that just happened, it's been slowly happening. But just so you guys know, that's the other thing. So if there's one thing that I've been thinking about over and over again to this whole process with my marriage, is that I know for sure, and this may freak people out, but you know, Jesus cares more about us as individual people and our relationship with Him personally than he cares about us remaining a couple. And sometimes when it's just, I don't know, the best way I can describe it is that a relationship affects your life in so many different ways, that when that relationship is broken, the two people are broken. And sometimes that time away, whether it's permanent or temporary, is exactly what needs to happen in order for either one or both of those people to really have a deeper relationship with Jesus in their time of need than they would if they were just trying to go through the mill and log in more years and just stay married. And to me, it's become to the point where my relationship and my marriage has affected my ability to be the employee that I used to be, ability to be the mother that I used to be, and it's just kind of like sucked all of the joy. I know that joy comes from the Lord, so I guess I could say it sucked the happiness out of me, and that kind of affected every single thing. That burden that you feel in a relationship, whether or not you even realize it sometimes, is just, it's affecting you. It's affecting everything. And so I truly believe that this time will be restorative for myself, for sure, and hopefully for him. And just, I don't know, it'll just be helpful. So anyways, the kids will remain on the farm all the time, and basically we are sharing another place, and whoever's turn it is to have a kid stays at the farm with the kids, and the other person stays at the secondary location. So that's pretty much what's going on. And yeah, you're just gonna see me and the kids a lot alone, and they're not gonna be a lot of mention, but I just feel like it does no good to struggle in life and to go through hard times and just keep it all a secret. And there's nothing about this that you guys need to know the details about, but the fact that it's happening, and I know that there's other single moms out there, other single dads out there, and if you are single and still wanting to farm, I kind of hope that this may be an inspiration to you on how that could happen for you, or what things you may change that you had planned on doing, and since you don't have that person with you, you'll have to adjust. So that is my reason for sharing this information that's obviously very personal, and that is also the reason that for so long I have struggled to be consistent on this channel, just because there's so much going on in my personal life that sometimes you just don't have the energy. You're drained emotionally and spiritually and just feeling empty, and then to come on here and try to be telling you guys how to do things or whatever, it's like you're not in the right mind space for that. So I am hoping that through this whole thing, that will be good for not only myself but for this channel, just to be open about the things and the struggles, because sometimes it is hard, and I know there's a lot of broken relationships out there. And so my goal is just that you would have hope, knowing that even if there is a divorce, it doesn't define who you are as a person and who you are as a Christian. I think there's a lot of judgment in that area. So anyways, yeah, that's kind of the big news. And I don't know, it's sad, but the kids are doing very well at this moment. I think just being able to not have a toxic separation is very helpful. I think if we were fighting and yelling at each other and screaming all the time, sorry, I'm just trying to get comfortable, and talking badly about each other to the kids, that it would be a lot harder on them than just simply not having that person there on a certain day. So, and their lives are not being impacted as much as it would be if we were completely divorced. because we wouldn't be living in the same house. We would not ever share the house. It would be like, this is my house and that is your dad's house, or whatever the case is. And I know not everybody can separate or divorce in that manner, but that is how it's working for us right now. So yeah, I'm sure I'll have a lot more thoughts on this topic as time goes on, but you know, we're doing as well as we can be doing, and I think that goes for everyone. And there's definitely 100% agreement on both sides that this step was necessary for the overall health and well-being of both people. And you know, I'm excited just to be able to feel like myself again, because when you're in a bad headspace, you just don't feel like yourself, and you don't act the way that you want to act, and you have a tendency to hide in social media or just watching TV or even reading. I mean, things that aren't even bad, you can get too caught up in, and I'm just feeling way more relieved, and just, I don't know. I just feel like it's been a couple weeks since we've actually been apart, and it's been 3 weeks since he has known that that is what I felt needed to happen, which he did agree about. And I just feel so much more engaged in my life. And so I hope that that speaks to somebody who's just not feeling engaged in life. I mean, I'm not saying that that would mean that you have to get a divorce, but something's wrong in your life for you to feel disengaged with it. And I'm just so happy to have spent so much good quality time with my kids lately, and I don't know, it's nice. And just rekindling a spirit for this farm that, yes, I've always had, but again, have not been fully engaged in. So I'm just ready to get after it here, and I'm feeling good about that. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. We do have, I don't think I'll be able to get any footage of it, but when it's our turn to pull our goats, I will get an instructional type video ready for you guys, because I know I do get a lot of questions about that from people just that I know. So, but today we're actually going to go to, well, one of the guys that I work with, him and his wife have goats, and they've had them for the first time. So I'm going to go over there and help her pull the goats. So that's what we're doing today, and it's just a really nice day. It's nice and overcast. It's not as hot as it's been, and so I'm just gonna enjoy this day and just take it for what it is and just enjoy my kids. So I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you for watching. Please hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.